Well, if you're just going to leave it there, I'll take it. Give it to me. Give me the stick. Hey, come here. Huh? You know, I got my waiter. Come here. Oh, I can't bend over fast enough. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's a small one. I should be able to get this. Huh? I don't pull that hard, though. Huh? What do you... Give me the stick. Give me that stick. Come on. How about you get out here and get a bath in the water? It's not deep enough today. Oh, you're going to give me a little growl? Oh, you ready? Go get it. Congratulations.
You ready? Here we go. Hey, get it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go.
All right, Panther fans, how we doing? So, I'm going to start asking for an advisor's fee from the Panthers. I do believe, as requested, they've sent Spencer Knight down, called up Matt Guzda. As requested, in replacement for Eric Stahl, they've put in Tierney. That's 2 for 2. So I also request 2 points. Let's do that today. So Bubba's going to be out definitely the next 3 games. I think they're hopeful he could be back for the weekend. Kind of the same thing with Eric Stahl. It's not as bad as they had feared both ways. So we're going to be missing these guys for basically one of the biggest key 3-game stretches that we could possibly have with Minnesota, and then Monday and Tuesday back-to-back against the Rangers and the Penguins. Now Spencer Knight, they send him down to the AHL. He's actually going to start today to get him back on his feet, to get him some game time. He's going to play today. He might play tomorrow, but either way, they're assuming that if he feels well enough, he'll meet them in New York on Monday, and then maybe he'll play both games. Maybe he'll split with Lyon. I guess a lot of that depends on how Lyon does today. Otherwise, just keep racking up the points. All right. I don't expect a massive drop-off from Tierney to Stahl. They've left that third line alone, so that's the only thing they did is just stall out Tierney in. That's probably the best possible way that you could do it. And in terms of Lyon, his numbers aren't spectacular if you look at over the course of his career, but he hasn't really had much of an opportunity. He certainly has not really had much of an opportunity to be a guy in an important spot like this. And he came in the last game, and you saw what he did. Comes right into a power play and made the big saves when we needed it to. So look, this is a big 3-game set, and now when you look at it with Bob out, at a minimum, and this is at a minimum, you've got to go 1-1-1. At a bare bones minimum, you've got to get 3 of those 6 points. Now you'd like to do better. And that's going to depend on the goaltending, right? Because Bob was absolutely playing lights out. This is a very unfortunate time for him to get hurt. So we'll have to see where it goes. But if you go 1-1-1, you're likely to keep the pace, which is where you need to be right now. It'd be nice to win all 3, obviously. You want to win all 3 games. But Bubba was Bubba. Bubba was a big part of why we were, creeping back up into the picture. We're still there. Just don't do anything stupid, all right? This one today, let's just take it nice and easy. We're probably going to see a little bit more of a tighter style. I wouldn't be surprised if the guys just, play a little bit more defensively. But what the hell do I know? We could rip off 4 in the first period. So, all right, let's get it big. Get it. Just. I can't even speak. All right, so it's 1-0 Panthers after 1. On the good side of things, never break up Lundell and Barkov. Lundell is no longer a center. Lundell plays left wing on the top line next to Barkov. I have spoken. The other hand includes an Aaron Ekblad injury. Again, we assume it's an injury. We haven't heard anything why, but he played a couple shifts went off the ice, went back to the locker room, and has ne'er returned. So, just team can't catch a break. Just they keep winning somehow right now. Lyon is playing well. I can't praise the goalie too much. You know how that works. Fourth line is getting active. I certainly expect a fight. Reeves looks like he's ready to go with somebody tonight, so we'll see how that goes. It's 1-0. We get the goal with 7 seconds left. We're being outshot. We're not being outworked. Let's move on to second period. It's 3-1 Panthers. Why can we not have nice things? Why can we not even have like mildly mediocre things? Why? So, on a night when Alex Lyon is absolutely just making ridiculous save after ridiculous save to keep us in the game because Bob got hurt. Ekblad got hurt in the first period. And now in the second period, we've lost Forsling and Bennett. And then Cousins took a 5-minute penalty for fighting. So we're going to start the third period. I believe by my math, we're going to have 10 forwards and 4 defensemen. I don't know what happened to Bennett. Forsling fell kind of awkwardly. Maybe might have hit his wrist on the post as he was trying to avoid hitting his head on the post on that breakaway that he had that didn't go in the net. Has to be now. I mean, we're already on the stream trying to fill the, you know, do you move Lundell off of that top line and give him 2C, or do you go, and forgive me because I know this is going to make us sick, but do you go Barkov, Lusterine, and Tierney White? I mean, now we crawl ourselves back into the playoff conversation. We scratch and claw and fight ourselves back from the almost being in last place. And now the entire team is going to get hurt. But we're winning 3-1. So if the 4 defensemen we do have can somehow manage to stay conscious on the ice the rest of the game, we might get 2 points out of this. All right. 2 big, beautiful points. Now, let's see if we can keep up. All right? Everybody ready? Ekblad hurt. Forsling hurt. Bennett hurt. Forsling back. Montour, 10-minute misconduct. Paul Maurice loses his mind. Alex Lyon keeping us in the playoff race. Did you get all that? Did you get all of that? Ekblad upper body, Bennett upper body. Nerful on the stream saw it, said he saw the hit that Bennett took. It looked like he got smushed and his neck kind of bent or his head bent. Well, I guess it would be his neck. So we don't know if it was a neck thing or a head thing. Ekblad upper body. Hopefully it's like hands and arms and upper body stuff and not this upper body, because we know Ekblad's had a few concussions. But we get through and we'll move on. We get through, we move on. We got outshot pretty much the entire game. Alex Lyon made just some ridiculous saves. He just absolutely looks like 34 out there, man. And you know, look, goalies come in and they can look good for a little while, right? You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he is. But when we're needing him, Alex Lyon, a guy we all thought the team was afraid to play because of previous episodes, he's saving our ass right now, because I'm sure Minnesota is skating off that ice right now thinking they at least earned a point. You know what I mean? And we beat them. So, in terms of the injuries, if Bennett's out any length of time, you know, Tierney played a good game today. Tierney was somebody who I liked during the off season when I did a lot of the film review, and it's just interesting how we were kind of not super super happy with the pickups that Zito made during the offseason, and yet now with these injuries, Tierney, Cousins, and probably White, if Bennett's going to be out any length of time, well, at all, because we need 12 guys. So Tierney, Cousins, and White are going to play a big role in these two games against the Rangers and the Penguins. So go figure. Go figure. Tierney looked good. Cousins is playing his ass off out there. He may not be a guy that's going to score a ton of goals for you, but he's working hard, making plays, and that's all we need right now. It's just hard work and guys to keep the puck in our possession and let the guys who are going to score get the goals. Lundell gets the assist on the pass to Reinhardt to get the empty net goal, and we're just finding a way, regardless of the fact. Now, the Brandon Montour thing, you guys know as much as I do. Paul Maurice is absolutely out of his mind. Montour, from what Goldie and Randy were saying, they was just having a conversation. They were just talking with other players, chirping back and forth. So, I don't know what Brandon Montour said. But whatever he said, the Luxembourg decided to give him a 10-minute misconduct when we're already down a defenseman. And I will await judgment on what Montour said, but I have a feeling this is getting a little bit out of hand now with the referees that clearly have a problem with Paul Maurice. And that is not something that surprises me. And it's something that we all should have kind of thought of a little bit, because when you are one of the most experienced coaches in the NHL, you're going to have run-ins with certain referees, and I'm surprised this hasn't come up sooner. And of course, TJ Luxmore is not exactly, as Coach Maurice would call it, Panther-friendly as it is. So I have a feeling, he's going to keep his mouth shut on this one, because 25,000 the other day, and who knows what's going to happen if he opens up his mouth today. I'm working on something for that. I don't know what I can put together. Well, let me put it this way. I'm working on putting something together in terms of the referees and that whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to end up having enough influence to make a big enough deal or to get enough people together to actually make a change. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And that's the best I can do. So, all right. We get nice big 2 points. We are keeping pace, man. The Islanders are tied right now. Let's keep the pace. If you're keeping the pace, you're not losing ground. Let's get some guys back healthy. Jeez. Hopefully, I'm not so worried about Ekblad. If Ekblad's out, whatever, man. I mean, we love him when he's healthy, but we will be fine defensively because Forsling is okay. Bennett, however, that's not a loss we can take for too long, okay? We will wobble our way a little bit, but I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Rangers, Penguins, to lose Bennett now that's about the worst possible time. So we'll see how that goes. Stu and I will be back in the morning. Kyle and I are finishing up the football stream. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody who's coming out. Last thing, I should have said this earlier, but next Friday, the Flying Fluffy Sports podcast begins. It is a members-only, 1 hour-long Monday through Friday podcast. So what it's going to be is it's for YouTube members and for Patreon supporters. Now, that's the full hour. Now, every day on this channel, I will come out with a 5 to 6 minute video from the 1 hour podcast to give you guys a little bit of extra content, to give you guys an idea of what that podcast is about. So that will happen every day on the channel, but the full podcast is going to be for members and Patreon supporters only. You can join up. All the links are in the descriptions. The levels start at $3 a month. So, and that's Monday through Friday. It's an hour. It's every day. So it's not like a once a month thing. It's every day other than the weekends. So appreciate all the support. Some of you have already started joining. Really appreciate that. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with Stu, and then tomorrow afternoon for both football games. Another 2 points.